Just before we start, do you want to quick hit the vape?
Yeah,
Just to get like a little head spin.
yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
okay,
All right,
cool.
but I'll hold that.
Oh, cheers, man.
Now I got 2 microphones. Fuck yeah, bro. Oh shit. Bro, you fucking chuck me some of that, bro.
Good flavour.
Yeah, hold that. Hold that. What flavor is it?
It's G sharp. Is this yours or mine?
That's mine.
Okay. It's good, huh? It's strong though. You can't hold it for too long. That's what I did. Fuck, I'm not even speaking to the mic. Yeah, it's good, eh? Yeah. Don't smoke, kids. Welcome back to the Two Mates podcast, ladies and gentlemen. What a scuffed intro.
Holy shit.
Mum, I'm not vaping. Mum, I'm not vaping. That was a piano. And you guys can see it because you're watching the YouTube version of the
Hey,
podcast.
You're the cool kids.
The
who
cool
get
kids.
To see us
Yeah, the
talking.
cool YouTube guys. You Spotify guys,
You're lame now.
fuck you.
You're outdated.
You're behind.
You've been
You're
taken-
behind in the
You've
times.
been taken over.
Yeah, man. Well, we should call this the Tired Mates podcast because I'm so fucking drained for
I'm
no reason.
Pretty out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you doing, man?
I'm good. Honestly,
Yeah.
I've had a really good few days. Yeah.
I would
Which
say-
we'll definitely get into.
Yeah, definitely.
But I've had a lot of things I've gotten done, a lot of long time
Goals?
goals
Been achieved?
achieved. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for you. I didn't know what to say, but you
I got you, bro.
summed it up perfectly. What about you, man?
I wouldn't say goals have been achieved, but I've been productive.
Yeah. You put a new demo out, which I saw.
Yeah, that demo I talked about last episode, that's out now.
That bangs.
Yeah. Honestly, if anything, I'd say the reverse of my goals have been achieved, if anything, which we'll also get into.
Nice.
But yeah, I've been chilling. I mean, I've got a holiday now.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
off,
Fuck
off
yeah.
work
Ooh.
for the month of February.
Yes.
So I'm staying here all month.
Yeah.
Not leaving.
I mean, we're hanging out.
We're
We'll hang out
yeah,
and do
but
stuff.
I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
I'm staying. No. So I'm pretty keen for that, to not work at all. I don't have to go to uni. I don't have to work.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling here.
Nice.
And I'm vibing out, bro.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time.
Well, I mean, we'll get into our big thing. That's our next segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But what else can we? I mean, I need a haircut. My hair looks like shit.
also need a haircut.
And we're holding the mics today, so now I can stand up and I can just
We can stand
I can
up
run on the spot
and walk around.
and we can
I can
I can lie
back
on the
here.
bed and I can just there we go.
I can stand back here.
We're literally doing a
podcast.
podcast right now.
I kind of look tall in the camera. I'm
Yeah.
not tall.
Hey guys, he's not tall. He's like 5'6".
5'8".
Yeah, same thing.
and a half.
It's still not 6'2", which is my height, ladies. 6'2", just so you know.
So yeah, this
6'2". I
this
used
is
to play
the Tired
volleyball. 6'2". Wing spiker. 6'2".
Shut the fuck up.
How tall are you? 5'8". Yeah, I'm 6'2". I didn't know if you knew.
Basketball captain of 2019, right?
Ah,
here.
yeah, nice. Where did you guys come on the leaderboard? Last?
Second last, I think.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, I got a 3-pointer every match. We haven't talked about that yet, actually.
Oh, really? You
I
got
a
did you actually?
3-pointer every single match, but except one of them, and that pisses me off so much because it was our last game of the season.
Yeah.
I got it.
played
It was so
basketball for one game at school. So like I joined the basketball team and did one training session. I couldn't even get a single layup. And I was just in the game, I was just like defensive, and I actually did a good job, but I hated it, so I quit.
Yeah, defense, you're pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I went back to volleyball.
I got a 3-pointer in every single game
Yep.
except for our last one of the season, and
Yep.
it forever haunts me to this day.
Yep.
So yeah, it's something I'll never get over.
Yeah. Jordan, dude, how was your Friday? You had a gig. You had a gig that you did, and honestly, I think it went really well.
Oh, it went so good, bro.
I think it was great. Honestly, I think it was the best gig you've ever had.
it was so much fun.
Everyone there was so kind, and
All of the patrons at the bar that I was
Yeah.
playing were so sober and just really, really nice.
yeah.
And no, they were not at all.
The thing I really loved about it was they all understood personal space really well.
Oh my God, dude.
They didn't touch us or try and molest me.
Or harass us in any way.
Yeah, it was awesome.
No, it was awful.
It
sucked.
was probably one of the worst days collectively of our lives.
Yeah,
Yeah, it sucked.
It was the worst gig I've ever played.
Yep.
Not like personally, Riley agrees with this. I think I did really, really well.
Oh, you did? No, honestly. So, I think have I ever been to one of your gigs? Was that the first gig I've ever been to?
No, you've been to one of them before.
I've been to your JMC gigs with your bands and stuff.
Mm.
I don't think I've ever been to one of your like
I swear you have. Anyway,
Anyway,
I don't know.
but you did really well. Like performance-wise, you banged it out of the park.
Yeah.
Some of the equipment was fucking up, and that was your fault because you could have done that
I could
better.
have been way more prepared. But
Yep. Hey, what can you do? What can you do? Run us through the day.
Oh my god! So the day or the night? The actual.
Well,
gig?
run us through the whole day.
Okay.
Like,
So not much happened during the day.
Yeah.
It was just kind of you came here at like
2-ish.
2-ish. I just vibed out for most of the day. I'm pretty sure I had a nap. You came here at like 2 o'clock. We vibed, got lunch, and then we drove back to my mum's place, and then got all the equipment sorted.
Sorted. It wasn't.
It wasn't. It was. We were kind of cutting it pretty fine.
Your guitar is so like B-Tech that we had to like put sticky tape on the 9-volt battery so it would turn on.
Yeah, just so it would stay.
Yeah,
And even then,
so-
it was pretty scuffed.
It just kept dropping out.
Yeah, it was weird.
You'd have to turn on the tuner and then turn the tuner off again
Yeah.
for it to work, and
Oh,
that was it was great.
But yeah, so that was honestly the least of our worries that night. Holy shit.
Sure was.
But yeah, so we got to the venue, and there were people pretty shit-faced already. We'll come back to that.
Ugh.
They were pretty far gone when I got there at 6:30.
6:30.
6:30. And I started at 7, so I went on at 7, and I started playing my set. And it went alright for like the first maybe half an hour. It was pretty smooth up until that point.
Yeah.
There were some people like screaming at each other from across the bar and like being a bit rowdy, but they were like keeping to themselves. They were over in the bar area, so we were like, whatever, we'll just keep to ourselves over here.
Yeah.
My friend Tanisha and her friend Zoe came. My friend Samaya came. And my mum and Riley came as well.
Yep.
So
I
that
just
was
want to say
great.
one real quick thing.
Yeah.
Tanisha and Zoe, throughout this whole story,
Oh,
they were
dude.
they were there from 7 or maybe a little bit after 7
Yeah,
to
yeah.
11 o'clock.
Honestly.
They stayed for the whole time. If you're listening to this, props. Actually, genuinely, you're a legend. You guys are legends.
I know Tanisha listens to the podcast. When you get up to this episode, dude, thank you.
Thank you, Tanisha.
Infinitely.
Thanks, Tanisha.
Thank you infinitely to
Yeah.
you both for
Yeah.
staying till 11, because honestly, it was so clutch.
Yeah. And I had to stay to 11 because I didn't have a ride home.
Exactly.
No, I wanted to stay
He loves
and make sure
you.
you survived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit. But yeah, so we get to a point in the night where this lady, we're going to call her Stripes. She was wearing a striped shirt.
Yeah.
We're going to call her Stripes. She started getting a bit into the music, let's say. She was getting a bit crazy with it.
Well, actually, she wasn't, because like half an hour into your set, she yelled out and she went, "That was terrible."
Did she actually?
She actually did.
I didn't hear that.
I thought you did hear it, and I thought it kind of fucked you up.
Nah, man. What
And
song
it
do you
really
remember
made
what
me
song it
happy
was?
because it was what I was thinking the entire time. I was
Thanks,
just like,
thanks, man.
finally, someone can,
Cheers, man.
No, I'm
Do
joking.
you remember what song it was? Or?
No,
Thanks.
no.
Man, well, Stripes, fuck you.
Fuck you.
For this whole thing, fuck you.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to the fuck yous.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she was obviously being a bit of a bitch the whole night. Her husband, and I think some of her friends were there. I think her friends went home. But we're going to skip forward in the story because a lot of it's just repetitive shit.
Yeah.
But it got to the point where she was like getting Tanisha, Zoe, Riley, my mum, this other lady who came to join us. She was getting all of them to come and dance, which is cool. Like,
Which sounds innocent.
which sounds
Yeah.
innocent enough, but she was off her face. And I was playing acoustic guitar. Like,
It's not hype. No,
it's not hype.
It wasn't hype.
It wasn't hype. It was just a chill song.
Yeah.
It was like, and it wasn't even like a song that you dance to.
No,
Even
not
if it wasn't on
close.
acoustic guitar, it was just like,
It was a really heartfelt, like emotional. I think it might have been one of your originals.
yeah.
And then she was like, "Come on, let's dance." And
Yeah,
we were
and
like,
she was like, it
"Oh,
was like,
fuck
oh,
off."
dude. And Riley kept telling her to shut the fuck up, like
Over
a
and
lot.
over again. I just want a little disclaimer. I'm not
No,
a very confrontational person.
not at all.
Like I'm tall and I'm big, but I kind of like to be quiet.
yeah.
But I could see it was really getting to you,
Yeah,
and that pissed
yeah.
me off because if I was in your shoes, I would have left an hour in.
yeah, literally.
And you were like soldiering, which is something we need to talk about, by the way. This man played a set being abused for 4 fucking hours.
4 hours.
This is, I couldn't believe it. I just kept looking at him and go, "Bro, pack it up. Pack it up. It's not worth the money." He stayed for the whole 4 hours. It was insane. Honestly, big props.
got a job to do, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't fun, but
And you
still
got
a job
paid?
to do.
Not enough money
Not enough money
for that.
$300. I'm happy to say how much I got. $300 was not enough to get me through that
No,
shit.
no.
But we'll get back to it. What shit are we talking about? You may be asking. She got up on stage at one point, like on the stage, and like
Yeah.
almost knocked over my mic stand. I had to catch it, and it was one of these mics, so
And these are pretty expensive.
pretty expensive.
Yeah.
So you don't really want to fucking have that hit the ground.
Oh, shit. Do you want to turn the thing on? The light thing?
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
Well, better.
Nice. Hey.
Now you can see us. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, she got up on stage and she was like, asked me to play these songs. Her husband was in the back going, "Oi, play Songbird." I don't know how to play Songbird.
It is, to be fair, I didn't expect him to have such good taste.
Yeah.
Because that is like a beautiful song.
Yeah.
And Harry, the funny thing is he kept saying that, and Harry knows how to play that song.
Yeah.
He plays it or not anymore, but he used to play it all the time.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, like, if Harry was here, we could have saved so much fucking trouble.
Yeah. Like, honestly, if I knew how to play it, I would have. Like, I
Oh, yeah.
I don't have any problem taking requests if I know how to play the song. But
Yeah.
it's like, he just kept going like, "Oi, play Songbird." And I'm like, "I don't know how to play it, mate." And he's like, "Just play it." And I'm like, "It's not how it works, dude." And then his wife was just another level of that. She was like going, "Oi, play this song." And I'm like, "I don't know how to play that. I'm just going to play what's out of the book." Because I was just pissed at her at this point. She was like, I don't fucking care about your chords and shit. Just play the song." And I'm like, "Can you just sit down?" Like, god damn.
And this wasn't like one occasion. If this happened once, it'd suck.
Yeah.
And it did suck.
But this was over and over and over.
This was for a
and
4-hour
over
set,
again
so-
for 4 fucking hours.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, it just got to the point where I was like, dude. But we'll skip forward. It was pretty much just that, like I
Over
said,
and over again,
repetitive, pretty much all night. Just her being a bitch.
Yeah.
And Mum got pretty good at one point. She was damage controlling, as she said. Where she was like kind of keeping her under tabs, like telling her to sit down, just listen to the music.
And also kind of like dancing. Oh, sorry, fuck. Dancing with her to like distract her, which
keep her
helped a
away.
lot.
Yeah. So she was like, as she said, damage controlling, which helped a lot
Yeah.
until she had to go home.
Yeah.
And then
But
the
that
lady,
was, she went home at like 10:30. There was half an hour left in the set.
I think it was like 10.
No, it was 10:30.
10:30, yeah.
Definitely, because she stayed a lot longer than she said she would.
Yeah. So yeah, Mum was pretty helpful for a lot of it, but once she went home, that shit just went downhill, man. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That lady kept like coming up on stage, like coming right up to the stage, asking me to play songs, telling me she doesn't fucking care about what I'm trying to play,
All the
like,
chords,
all
or
the
shit.
chords, or what I'm like anything.
Yeah.
And
meanwhile, sorry to cut you off.
that's fine.
Just, I didn't know if you probably would have remembered this. The guy at the bar kept serving her drinks all night.
Yeah, I'll come back to that.
Yeah.
He did. It was shit. It did not help at all. Fucking Stan. Fuck you, Stan. But yeah, so this lady was being an absolute piece of shit the whole night. Would not sit down. It got to the point. It was towards the very end of the set. She's like, I see her. I'm playing the songs, and it's like slower songs because there's no one really there, and I'm just playing whatever the fuck I want, just having a chill kind of wind down. And then I've got my eyes closed because I'm like in the music, and then I open my eyes and I see her standing like this over Riley.
Yeah.
Like, oi, come dance with me. Oi,
I want to
come
tell this
dance
part.
with
I
me."
want to tell this part.
Go for it.
So she was doing that, right? And as I said before, I'm not a very confrontational person. Normally, if there's someone who's a little bit drunk and they want me to come dance, I'll just go dance, right? Like, it's whatever, man. Like, I don't really mind. This was getting a bit much. She was, like, touching. I reckon I probably got, like...
It was definitely harassment to some.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I could have been molested. I don't know. But it got to a point where I was actually just so fucking sick of it.
Yeah.
And
keep in mind, sorry to cut you off. You were
No, go
saying
for
the
it.
whole night, like you were literally going, just shut the fuck up. Like
All
you're actually
night.
just making a
All
fool of
night.
yourself. Like,
Yeah.
like no joke. That is exactly what Riley was
Yeah.
saying. And it was great because it was like I've told you this. Every single time you opened your mouth to say something to that lady, it was exactly what I wanted to say, and it was just perfect. It
Yeah.
was brilliant.
But it was like really close to the end, and she like kept trying to get me up, and I said, no, I don't like you. I don't want to dance with you. She's like, why not? Just come dance. It doesn't have to do if you like me or not. And I don't do this a lot. I just fucking snapped. And I'll try and quote what I said. Shut the fuck up, you stupid dumb cunt. No one fucking likes you. And then she was like, oh, you're gonna make me cry. And I went, yeah, bitch, cry me a fucking river. No one fucking cares. You're a nuisance. And at that point, that's when the gig ended. And the bar guy finally...
No, there was more to it before you
was
get
there?
onto the bar guy.
Oh, okay.
Because you said that, but you were going off. Like, you were literally like, shut the fuck up. Like, no one fucking cares about what you have to, like, you were yelling at her.
I wasn't like saying it. I was
like,
yelling.
You were yelling at her.
Yeah.
But then, she was like, when you called her a nuisance, she was like, that really hurt my feelings. You're not a good person.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
and Riley's
yeah.
like, yeah, I'm a shit cunt. I'm the fucking worst person alive. Cry me a fucking river. I don't fucking care. He was going off at her. It was so fucking funny.
It was pretty funny.
It was great.
Even in the car after the worst night of our collective lives.
It was so good.
It was pretty funny.
It was so
And
funny.
at that point, I think Stan, or bleep his name, we'll call him Gerald, comes up and he's like,
Yeah. He came up to me and he was like,
hey man,
oh, just last song.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, cool. So, and then she finally sits down.
yeah,
With arms crossed, all angry at Riley. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then I start playing Youngblood. It's the first song on my set. And I
Yeah.
was like, I've run out of songs to play. I'm just going to play the first one. Whatever.
Yeah.
I've played it like 3 times already. I don't care. So I played it. And then she was like, oh, I love this song. Oh, I love this song. And starts getting up and walking towards the stage. And her husband's like trying to hold her back and like get her to sit back down. And I stopped the song immediately. And I was like, sit down, please. And then she was like, I just want to enjoy the song. And I'm like, you can enjoy the song sitting down like everyone else. And then she was like, can I come up on stage and dance with you? I want to enjoy the song. I'm like, absolutely not. Sit down. And then she still wasn't sitting down. And I saw Stan, bleeped name, up at the back corner. And I was like, Stan, can we get this lady to like sit down?
Actually, no, let's not fucking bleep his name.
Yeah,
Who
actually.
cares?
Yeah, who cares?
We're not saying his last name. It's just a name.
Yeah,
Stan. We don't know him personally. It's fine. He's not going to listen to this.
It's whatever. Yeah.
And he was a shit cunt.
And he was,
Yeah.
asshole. But yeah, I mean, anyway. So he was I saw him up at the back and I'm like, Stan, can we get this woman to sit down or something? And he was like, yep. And then he finally, at 11 fucking o'clock, at the end of my set, comes up and goes, just end it, mate. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then security comes and escorts this lady out. Finally. Holy shit. At 11 o'clock at night. And after we'd like packed everything down, gotten it back in the car, said goodbye to everybody, it was like 11:20.
At this point, I think you and me were the most defeated we've ever been.
Honestly, yeah, we were just like, this is
we just like, I didn't even play the gig. I was there for the whole time, but I didn't even play the gig, and I just felt like I wanted to die.
Honestly,
for you.
Yeah.
It was just, it was
you come
awful.
Off stage and you're like, yeah, it was sick. It was fucking awesome. I can't wait to do that again. No, that was fucked.
man.
I was just like, we were pretty silent. We were just like,
no, we were talking on the car ride home.
Not on the
like,
car ride home, but like when we were getting everything done, like we were just like, just fucking pack it down, get
yeah,
it
he
out.
was like, hey man, I was like, oh, where's the cords? And you're like, oh yeah, over there, put him in the box.
Yeah,
We were just so defeated.
Just get him in the box.
It was
fucking
it was
in
just
the
a
box.
defeat. And then we got in the car. We went back to your mum's, dropped all the stuff off, went to somewhere else, and then we went home.
Yeah. There's one more thing about Stan that we got to talk about.
Oh, okay, yep.
So I called the place the next day.
Yeah.
So when I stayed at Riley's on that Friday night
Mhm.
before we get into the next bit.
Yep.
I was driving back to my place to do some dishes and get some shit done. And I called the place on the way and was like, hey, look, is there a manager that I can talk to? And then he was like, yep, and got the manager. And I was like, look, I don't want this to be an angry phone call, but I played a gig there last night. There was a lady. She got kicked out by security. I'm sure you're aware. Pretty sure she's got a 6-month ban, by the way. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
fuck you,
Go us.
Stripes.
Fuck you, Stripes. But pretty much I just called them and just explained what had happened and was like, look, I really feel like there should have been more done by the bar staff. Like, she was shit-faced when I got there at 6:30 and she was still being served drinks until I finished at 11. And like, she definitely should have been cut off earlier, maybe escorted out of the building earlier. I shouldn't have to have been the one to have prompted security to come and get her.
Yeah.
Like, the bar staff, like, yeah, there was only one dude, but there wasn't that many people. Like, it was literally just her at the end.
It was fucking ridiculous.
And
like,
he just stood there.
RSA. No
Yeah.
RSA, that is.
Stan, I hope you get your RSA taken off you, bro.
Oh, and one more thing I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
The first drink I got that night, because I did have a few beers,
Yeah.
but then I didn't even feel it because I was so angry, right? The first beer I bought, he actually took my card off me and went around the other side and paid for it. You don't fucking, that's not how you do it with an RSA. You don't do that.
bro. We
You go-
both got RSAs. We both
Yeah.
have an RSA, so we can say safely that's not what you fucking
No,
do
you
with an
go, hey,
RSA.
just come around the other side and pay.
Yeah,
No, he's
yeah.
like, I'll take your card. I was like, oh, fuck,
don't do that.
don't overcharge me. And then
Don't do that.
it was luckily all right. It's like $7.30 for a schooner, and that was pretty normal.
You don't do that, bro.
Yeah, no, it's fucked.
But yeah, Definitely, I hope he gets his RSA taken off. I'm going to call them probably tomorrow and like chase it up
Well,
and be like, hey, look, what's been done? Like, what's happening? Like,
yeah.
because there should have definitely been, like, I'm 20. I shouldn't have to, I'm there to perform. I shouldn't have to deal with the fucking, like, dealing with it's part of it, but I shouldn't have to be the one to get security on this lady. Like,
I got COVID.
if it's like a bigger venue and it's my own concert, then yes, I have to take some responsibility for getting security because I'm the one controlling the crowd.
Yep.
It's a bar. I'm playing for you. I'm providing you entertainment for the night. You're the bar staff, still serving her drinks. You can see that she's shit-faced. Get her the fuck out of the building.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
it just doesn't make sense for like how it all happened. It shouldn't have happened how it did. Heavily contrasted
by the night after, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
All right.
my God.
We went to bed that night pretty defeated, but I knew that I had to make up for the Two Mates podcast. It wasn't your fault. You did a great performance.
Thanks, man.
It was just unlucky, right?
Yep.
I knew I had one job to do, and that was to fucking kill it. Mission accomplished?
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, the boys. So,
Accomplished.
I really want to stop bringing this up, but we did release a song, Too Drunk to Know. Stream it everywhere.
Advertisement cast.
You don't need to stream it. It's fine. It's whatever.
Get it to 1,000. Get it to 1,000.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But we were offered a gig. I think we mentioned that last episode. We were offered a gig, and that gig was the day after Jordan's gig. And for the whole day, on the car ride home, I should say that I wasn't nervous for my gig anymore.
Yeah.
I couldn't be nervous. I just said, Jordan, look, that gig was such a fucking train wreck that mine can only be better than it.
Yeah.
Only.
Like, there's no way that it couldn't have been.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
Yeah. So pretty much the whole day goes like this. I wake up, Jordan has gone home at this time.
I tried waking you up. I forgot to tell you that. I tried waking you up.
I think you did wake me up, but I was so tired that you were just like, fuck this, and left.
Like, bye.
And then, I get up, I'm fucking getting ready, getting all my stuff prepared. Nathan comes over, and me, Harry, and Nathan are all there. We practice for a few hours, go through the set list, feeling pretty good. Nervous, but feeling good. And then we head off. It's at Vinny's Dive Bar, which is a great location.
Oh, it's awesome.
In Southport. Pretty small venue, but it's really cool. It's in a really cool spot. And
little hole in the wall type job.
yeah, but really homely.
Yeah, it was really nice.
And we went into the venue with all our stuff, setting in. We were actually the first ones there, even before the headlining band, which no shade. It's just we got there earlier than what they told us to get there at.
Yeah.
So we got there, we were loading in, all goods. We were just doing sound check. I was nervous, all that stuff, right? And I was thinking, I wonder how many people are going to be here. I don't reckon there's going to be too many people showing up. Jordan was here.
Hello.
Here. Jordan was there. Clayton was there. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But then more and more people started to come. Like Haley came. And I really appreciated that.
And
that was
her
lovely.
sister as well.
And yeah, her sister, who I've actually never met in person.
Really?
I've seen her at school.
Yeah.
When I was in like I would have been in grade like 9 and she would have been in grade 12 or something.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause she's a year above Harry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she is.
So she would have been in grade 12. And they came. That was awesome. A bunch of family people came. That's cool. 15 of Nathan's work people came.
Was it 15 of them?
It was around 15.
Whoa.
It was crazy.
Holy shit.
And just more and more people came, flooding in, and that was awesome. And then we went backstage. It was like almost time to go on. We went backstage, and I'm just talking to the boys. It's just me, Nathan, and Harry in this one little room, and we're just talking to each other. And we're just going, look, it's our first gig. Let's just fucking do what we know how to do. If we fuck up, we fuck up, and that's okay.
That's the way.
Right? We're going to do great. And then we're like, fuck yeah. A little hands-in thing, we've actually come up with one. We were talking to the lead singer of 44 Target Practice, he was like, ours is, we put our hands in and we go, take it easy, which is sick, because it's like, just be calm.
Yeah.
And the first thing I thought of was like, 1, 2, 3, because that's what we used to do at school for like the sports stuff. And that's probably going to be our one from now on. But we go down the little steps and we walk out, and there's so many fucking people there.
There's a lot.
I was just like, oh shit, okay, there's a few people here, huh?
Sorry to interrupt.
No,
for the
go for
YouTube people, I'll put a little clip up because I've got a video of how many people were there, so I'll put a little clip up.
Just put a clip up with no audio, just like of the amount of people there.
Yeah.
And I walk out and I don't remember what I said. I just went, holy fuck, there's a lot of people or some shit like
yeah,
that.
you did, yeah.
And honestly, a really good first gig.
Holy dude.
Now, we do have a little bit of difference of opinion, but you go first and then I'll...
It was fucking awesome. It was just so cool
Yeah.
because I've like seen you all work towards this moment
Yeah.
and just seeing it happen. I just like Riley saw me the whole time. I had this big,
You were at the front with Clayton, and that
biggest
was cool.
fucking smile on my face, bro. It was
Yeah.
sick. Just watching it happen and like hearing the songs live as well because I've heard Riley play it on acoustic before, but I haven't heard it live. Otherwise,
Yeah.
It was sick. It was just fucking awesome. And like, it's the first mosh pit that I've been in because I don't go to a lot of those types of concerts either.
Yeah.
It's the first mosh pit that I've been in.
It was a very, very small mosh
It was a
pit.
pretty tame one. Like, I'll admit that it was pretty tame because
Yeah.
it's only a small venue. But like,
And everyone there kind of knew each other of some extent. Yeah.
But like, it was the first mosh pit that I've been in, and it was this guy, and I'm fucking so happy about that, bro.
Yeah. I couldn't hear myself sing for a lot of the night, and because it was because I was using the mic incorrectly. I was actually so the video people. This is how you're supposed to sing into a mic, straight on. This was kind of what I was doing. Like I was singing from the top because the mic was lower.
Yeah.
And I had a few people say, "Oh, I couldn't really hear you in the first few songs." I kind of fixed it. It's like, okay.
All right.
So,
What just happened, Riley?
the mic's actually cut out, and then we continued to record another 21 minutes of content.
Yep.
Also, the worst segment ever, which we're not doing again.
And we're not going to talk about it. That's the end of it. That's the end of the conversation.
Yep. It's just
Just
we're going to keep going with what I was saying. So the mic's cut out, right? Well, the mic's cut out. Sorry. Fuck.
So the mic's cut out, right?
The mic's cut out, and then the podcast just ends. No, I was singing not like correctly into the mic, and not a lot of people could hear me. But
Yeah.
I kind of fixed it halfway through the set, and that kind of it made it a bit better. And yeah, people were just really happy with it, and it was cool.
Yeah.
I think also we forgot it might have been cut out. I just don't remember what we've said anymore.
Yeah.
So if we repeat things, I apologize. But we actually broke the bar record.
Yeah, you did. You didn't say that part. That was cut out.
I did say that part.
No, you like they got cut out. That was
Oh yeah. We broke the bar record of all time at this place, which for our first gig is pretty fucking cool.
Honestly, fucking sick.
And I said this in the last one, but we definitely got too drunk to know.
Hey,
Yeah.
good joke. Honestly, it's sick. That's really cool.
Wait, what? So what was the episode that we said this one's scuffed? Because this one's scuffed times a million.
Episode 12.
This one's scuffed.
This one's scuffed.
This one is scar.
This one is like uncomebackable from scuffed.
No, we're coming backable from it, but it's still
Yeah,
scuffed.
no, but like, there's no way to like get around the fact that it's scuffed now.
Get around the fact that it's scuffed. I'm way too scuffed to know.
Way too scuffed to know. Can't
Oh,
remember.
Stripes' name was Riley, and I'm wearing a Stripes t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
I only know her name because her husband said it a few times.
Yep.
And
it sucked.
Yep. And now I share a name with the worst person I've ever met.
How do you feel about that?
Honestly, really good. Really good. Yeah.
Brings a bit more faith to you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Bit of an ego boost.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit. Okay, so
Oh my god, that's so cute. We said at the same
my
time.
God.
Oh my god. So Jordan, you told me this earlier in the car on the way
Yeah,
here.
so this is the replacement for that shitty segment that we did.
Oh man.
We're gonna be discussing finances.
Yes.
right now.
Finances.
So this is now a finance podcast.
And smoked meats.
And smoked meats. And
Sweet.
it's-
We got the Sweet Baby Rays.
And-
We're smoking these meats.
That's funny that you say that actually, because that brings me.
That's what I was.
Yeah, I know. I'm using.
That's what I was referring
I
to.
know, it's fucking. I'm using
Jordan,
it
you're
as
so
a
fucking dumb.
I'm
That's what I
using it
was
as a
referring to.
segue. We're talking about Facebook.
Yeah.
We're talking about Facebook. We're talking about Meta.
Do you
Because
use Facebook?
I don't even have it installed on my phone.
I have it installed on my phone. I only use it for birthdays and when I have something that I want people to listen to or come to. That's it.
Post everything I post on Facebook is I do through Instagram.
Yeah.
I deleted social media a little while back, and when I got it all reinstalled, I never got Facebook back. So I have an account.
Facebook's just so cancer.
It sucks so much.
I know we're going to be talking about like the finance part of it.
Yeah.
But Betty Ray's, who we've talked about a lot,
Good band.
on Australia Day,
Yeah.
which is not what I want to call it. I want to call it Invasion Day because that's
Invasion
what it
Day.
is. If you disagree with it, sorry.
Change the date.
Betty Ray's uploaded like a really heartfelt thing because Jacko was Aboriginal, and they were talking about like, you know, how this land was taken from them, which it was by force, and
Absolutely.
all that kind of stuff. And I went into the comments of it just because I was curious, and they were all just 40-year-old dudes just being like, I like the sentiment, but I don't really agree with changing the date. It's an important part of Australian history. Shut the fuck up. Shut up, you dumb piece of shit, white piece of trash. Yeah, so that shit pisses me off because Facebook is just either... Well, it's mostly like older people, and I'm not saying all of them are bad. Like my mum and dad use Facebook all the time.
Exactly.
But
Same.
you do see a lot of people who just think it's okay to share their opinion on everything.
Yeah.
And on Instagram, I think people do that too, but it's less. I don't know, it's less in the
like
limelight.
Twitter, but worse somehow. Honestly,
Oh, Twitter can be pretty bad.
that's true. Actually,
I think Instagram's probably the best out of the three.
Oh, absolutely. Instagram's
Yeah.
actually really nice. I like
Yeah.
Instagram. But
It's just memes and
the reason why we bring up Facebook and the thing that I told Riley in the car is because I found out today that Facebook recently had a $293 billion market cap crash, which is the largest market cap crash. I don't know if that's what you call it, but a market cap crash in history of a company. Like, no company has ever fucked up that bad.
you know what you could buy with that money?
Facebook.
At least like 2 Xboxes.
Oh, 100%. At least.
At least.
At least, dude.
Maybe 3 if you're lucky.
4's pushing it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. But fuck, bro, how do you lose that much money?
Honestly.
Where does it go? Did you just misplace it?
Yeah.
You just put it in the washing machine and ruined
sorry,
it?
I lost it.
Oh,
No, it's
sorry.
because they're actually losing users faster than they're gaining them.
Well,
So
yeah.
get absolutely
I think
fucked.
this is for the metaverse, not Facebook.
No,
Or
it's
is
Meta as a company.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So it's everything.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah, fuck
but
Facebook.
Facebook's the like main one that's causing it to happen. But Mark Zuckerberg himself, good old Marky boy,
Yep.
lost $92 billion in revenue.
Yeah,
So
not enough.
not enough, dude. Honestly,
Nah.
Right.
Yeah, like, I think, you know, I don't really like clowning on people's failures and stuff. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm trying to use rule of thirds.
you're in the corner. That's
I
fine.
learned that in,
You're
in,
just
in
like
film and
you're
TV.
just like down here.
Yeah, so
Guys,
guys, yeah, I don't really like clowning on people that much,
so
but
pretty much Mark Zuckerberg lost like a shit ton of money.
No. I don't like clowning on people that much because everyone makes mistakes, but I fucking hate Facebook and especially the metaverse. So seeing them lose money makes me so happy.
Honestly,
so
yeah.
genuinely happy. Because
Riley-
I hate... I don't know if we've ever talked about this.
AI. I was
AI.
about to say that.
I fucking hate AI.
We-
It's the scariest shit ever.
I think when we were starting this podcast, we were like, "Oh, that'd be a cool thing to talk about." We never just talked.
We never
about
got to it. We're here.
We're here now.
We're here.
AI fucking sucks.
Oh,
So
fuck.
Yeah.
I saw that little...
yeah, same. We both looked at it. We were like, "Oh."
um,
But yeah, so Riley and I have very strong opinions against AI. It's
Yep.
scary. We don't want it to be a thing.
yeah. Because it
and-
just takes away, like, jobs.
exactly.
And, like... What's the movie with Will Smith? I, Robot?
Mm.
No, that's the TV show with the guy who played Freddie Mercury. Fuck, what's it called?
No, that's Mr. Robot. It is iRobot.
Oh, No, you're right. Yeah, Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
And it's just like they're gonna eventually develop and become smarter than humans, and then realize that there's no need for us.
It just
And I'm not like super knowledgeable about it. I'm not the most genius guy in the fucking world.
yeah.
Just my opinion. I hate it, and I wish every scientist who likes it would die. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It just takes away, I don't know if this is a word, but the genuinity of being.
Genuinity.
The genuineness
Genuinity.
of being is what I'm trying to say. But it's just like, it's just, it doesn't feel right. It's not natural.
Nah.
It's just weird.
Although
we don't like
there
it.
are arguments that it'll like be able to stop, you know, like world hunger and like homelessness and stuff. We should be already working on that.
Yeah, we're pushing it in the wrong direction.
Are our audio files loud enough?
It'll be fine. I can gain
Yeah?
them up after.
Okay.
Not anything.
Yeah, like we should be working on that anyway.
Yeah.
We don't need fucking robots to be like, oh yeah, you're not homeless anymore, you have food, but we control everything you do. Sorry,
Yeah.
man.
Sorry, man.
It's not for me.
It's honestly,
Not my favorite thing in the
I have
world.
to agree with you on that
Yeah.
one. Yeah, it's just a bit.
Yeah.
Weird.
Someone else who's been a little bit of controversy recently is Mr. Gary Vaynerchuk.
Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary V.
You guys need to get onto this new NFT. You guys, come on.
So, okay, I've been watching a lot of videos talking about him and what he does recently.
Yep.
'Cause
Coolest guy in the world. He's my favorite
dude,
celebrity.
he's honestly sick.
Yeah, he's so cool. I
But
love
recently he went on the TMG podcast, which, as we all know, is an inspiration for us as a podcast.
him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He recently went on there, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, yeah, it is in the long term.
Yeah.
But like, he seemed pretty cool on there. Like he was a nice dude. He did some funny bits with Cody and Noel. But I watched a video by Nick is Not Green, who I've been watching heaps of recently, talking about why it is a bad thing. And it's because what he does is he just invests money in these things. And then I'll tell you something in a sec that I didn't tell you before. He invests money in these things, and then his whole business strategy is to convince people to also invest money in those things so that he then makes more money off those things that he's invested in. Which, in hindsight, is pretty smart. But it's just really shitty, dude. Like, don't do that. But
yeah,
there you go.
But it's kind of, I do agree, but it's also up to people to believe him.
Yeah, but he's got that like way of speaking. Like he just there's a lot of the videos that I've watched. He's just saying nothing.
Have you watched that video? They talk about it on the TMG podcast, and he clears it up. But he's like talking to this guy, and he's like, "Imagine if I asked you to eat a bag of nails."
Yeah, I've seen that.
There's another one where he's looking at this like wall, and it has a bunch of words, and he's looking for the words inside the words, and he's like, I don't know, he says something like accountability, and he's like, bank accounts or some shit.
It's so weird, bro. He's just such a weird dude.
He's weird. He's funny, but like to laugh at, not to laugh with.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like, he says so much of nothing.
Yeah.
That's the main point.
But the way he says it sounds like saying something.
He's like got that convincing tone about him.
Yeah.
But he's just saying words. It's like, dude, come on, man. But what I was going to say before is there was a thing that Nick went ahead and like researched and shit. He invested money in like all of these different companies. Like there was a actual article from like 2015 or something, maybe earlier, of like, oh yeah, I've put money in this app and this app and this app, and like the top 10 apps that he's looking at for the next 5 years. Some of them were like Musical.ly, Anchor, which we put our podcast through. Yeah. But then there was some other ones like fucking Peach or something. And like Meebo or something. It was like some Nintendo Me social media that no one ever gave a shit about. Yeah. And you haven't even heard of it, have you?
Oh, look, I heard of it like very originally, but like nothing else came of it. Yeah.
So he's invested money in all of these different companies.
Yeah.
And then in 10 years down the track, he just looks back when one of those apps gets big and just goes, oh, look, I called it back then. But back then, dude, you also called all of those other apps that never actually went.
And I like being not biased. You can't win every time. Like if you're investing in something, you can't be like certain that it's going to go
that's not
so far. That's like originally like Bitcoin, everyone was like, oh yeah, this is bullshit. Yeah. My grandmother had like 6 Bitcoin when it was starting up. Yeah. I think she went to lunch with it, and now she could have been a fucking like billionaire.
Yeah.
But no, not billionaire. I think they're like 52,000 each.
That's a lot though.
Actually, they might have dropped. I don't know. But
yeah. So like I get that, but at the same time, it's like there's that, but he's also doing it to the point of like he's investing in so much just random shit that it's just like he's just throwing shit at the wall, knowing that something eventually is going to stick, so that he can then call back on it in 10 years' time and go, look at that.
Also, my least favorite thing about Gary Vee is when he goes to like yard sales.
Oh, bro.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh my God.
That sucks. Hey, you see that tricycle there? How much are you asking for it? I don't use it a lot. I'm not. It was my kid's, but he's grown up. He's moved away. I was thinking maybe like $5.
I'll do you one.
One. Are you fucking kidding me? Like $5. It's $5.
$5.
It's $5. Man. I couldn't even sell that for $3. I'm doing you a favor. $1. fuck yeah, whatever, cunt, I don't care.
And
I'll
then
go,
he's-
this is actually an antique. I'm gonna sell this for $350. Like, fuck you. You're already
exactly what
you're
he does.
already rich, bro.
It's like,
Shut
dude,
up.
He's just
You're such a dick.
he just says and does so much of nothing, dude. He
Yeah.
just like all of the advice that, because he's an entrepreneur, all of the shit that he says online is just like, hey, if you want to do something, just do it. Just go ahead and do it. A lot of the things that are holding you back is because you're not just going out and doing it. Like, dude, a lot of people can't just go out and do it. Like, a lot of the
Man.
people don't have the access to the facilities to just go out and do it. Like,
You know, I'm currently homeless. I'm living on the side of the street. I'm just, you know, trying to survive. You want a house?
just go and get one.
Just go
Get a job.
They're everywhere. Just go get one.
They're everywhere. He just says so much of nothing, and it just makes no sense.
Just
bro.
be qualified, all right? Like, I
It's like,
can't get
dude.
qualified. I can't just
Dude.
do it, man.
It's like, I want to be a doctor. I can't just go walk into a hospital and start being a doctor. I have
Sure
to
you
study.
can.
For,
Why not manifest
I
it?
have to study for like 8 years, pay like hundreds of thousands of dollars in like med school and equipment and
Nah,
fucking training.
you're fine.
It's
You're
like,
fine.
I can't, dude. It's like, I can't just go out and do it.
Just invest in Bored Apes. That's all I'd say. CryptoPunks. Come on.
But the main point that I want to get across is that his whole strategy, his whole business strategy, and everything that his market is built off is buying and investing in these stocks and convincing people to also buy and invest in these stocks, so that he then makes more and more money off of it.
Yeah.
The more people invest. He's done the same thing with the apes thing and the NFTs. He's
Yeah.
had like this whole clip of him having a fucking sook online because people aren't investing in apes and they're not listening to his advice. And it's like, bro,
Invest. Please
just-
just invest. I just... Come on.
it's literally...
Seriously, guys, I'm a celebrity. Invest in the Bored Apes. Okay? Invest in the funny-looking monkey, please. I showed you the Bored Apes TV show.
Yeah, yeah.
It's genuinely the worst
It's
thing I've
so
ever
shit.
seen. Please just go watch the Bored Apes YouTube show, YouTube
Please.
TV show.
Please.
It is dreadfully bad.
It's awful.
It's just incoherently bad.
It's just like, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
It's
dude.
just like if a 12-year-old just did MD and just started writing shit down on an A4 piece of paper.
It's so
It's just
bad.
like, what the fuck
It's
is this?
so bad.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
Facebook lost billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars. Gary Vee's a piece of shit, and go and watch the Bored Apes TV show.
Yep. I think that's about all the time we've got for today.
That's it.
We did have a whole nother segment, but we cut it because firstly the thing actually cut out itself. Number two,
It was a really, really bad segment.
oh my god, it was the worst segment we've ever done.
was pretty
oh my
shit.
god, it was fucked. It's like Dark Confessions times 8.
It was dark. It was bad.
Well, it wasn't dark. It wasn't like true
Yeah.
stories. It was just gross.
It was, yeah. It was
Yeah.
just not good.
I just felt bad saying it.
Yeah.
I know my mum listens to this podcast. And I was going, she already doesn't like Dark
Oh,
Confessions.
man.
I can't do this.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Thanks so much for listening. Oh my god, this has been the longest recording session ever.
Wow. Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
but I think it's been a good episode.
It's been a good episode.
Thank you so much for your support. We will see you next time, which is in 2 weeks.
yes, sir.
Or 1, 2. It's every 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2
Every
weeks.
2 weeks.
See you later.
See ya, nerds.
Have a lovely, lovely fortnight.
Have a lovely. Dude, just like the video game Fortnite.
Like the-
Oh my god, Chug Jug, glug 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 glug. I love Chug Jug, dude. It's my favorite drink. I love Chug Jug. That's my final remarks.